Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Just wait for everyone to jump on. Oh, I can't work this bloody thing tonight.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sound. I had my phone. I had my laptop on bloody mute. Sound.
Can hear you.
Right. Just wait. See who's on. Right. Right, we'll just give it another minute or so because our guest speaker has jumped on. I'm so excited. You're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love life. Super excited. I feel really nervous about this call, guys, and I don't know why. I'm really excited about it. I feel like a proper team leader having a guest speaker on, like, yeah, who am I? Right, I think we'll crack on because obviously I'm limited on my 40 minutes. So I'm going to mute everyone and then I will obviously unmute our guest speaker. So our guest speaker tonight is our very own Sam Pearson. And I've lost you now. You've gone. There we go. Right, there you are. I can see you now. hello, and welcome to our Business Club team. I'm super excited. Thank you for joining us.
That's okay. I'm excited myself.
I've literally been sweating. I'm like, oh my God, I hope everyone gets on this call. So guys,
how many people are on?
Some questions for me tonight. I've already sent her the ones I'm going to ask her. So she's going to tell us a little bit about herself and the business and like highs and lows and things. And hopefully it'll give us all a little bit of motivation, a bit of kick up the arse because it has been a slightly slower month. But April's always a bit funny, isn't it? So let's crack on. So what do I do with my questions? So first of all, can you just tell us kind of like obviously about you, Sam, like how you came to be in the business and obviously like what was your reason and kind of who got you into it?
Okay. Do you want me to start back on how I got back into network marketing as a whole?
Yeah,
or just
tell
straight
us.
to FM?
Yeah, tell us your story.
I'll do it as quick as I can because I know you're limited.
It's fine. I always do this and then I get through it dead quick and I'm like, oh, I've got 20 minutes left.
Yeah, and you ramble through really quick. And then you get off and you're like, oh, I could have said this and I could have said that. And then, damn it. So yeah, I started my network marketing journey back in 2014, which feels like forever ago. It literally feels a lifetime ago. I just had 2 babies within 11 months. Sorry, within 11 months. So I had 2 babies. And I started off as a customer, really. I joined a company that was weight loss because obviously I just had the babies and I was unhappy. And then my customer upline at the time asked me if I'd ever thought about joining the business. And I just sort of laughed at her thinking, what the hell is she on about? It's not possible. Because she was showing me her wages and I didn't believe her, blah, blah, blah. And then she showed me a wage. Am I allowed to mention the company? Do you mind?
Yeah, no, mention away.
Okay, I just didn't know if you wanted me to or not. So yeah, it was Juice Plus, and she showed me her NMD bonus and wage. And I thought she was lying. I thought she'd photocopied it or
give you
photoshopped
someone else's
it.
wage.
Yeah, I just didn't believe her because she was quite new to the business herself. So to earn that money that quick, I was like, whatever, no.
Yeah.
So then 4 weeks or so went past and she asked me again and I said no. And then she was like, please let me send you some information. So she sent it me and I was like, do you know what? I've said no and I mean it because I've just seen there's a £50 fee. I can't afford that. I was on benefits at the time, 3 children, council house, no job. My partner was out of work. So we were both on benefits, and it was just, that was our way of life. It was just very normal back then to be on benefits. And, you know, our circle of friends are all in the same position. We was all on benefits, struggling and just getting through each day as it come. So I actually did join the business after a few more weeks, and I didn't tell anyone.
So this is where you follow up is key. Obviously you said, no, don't ask me again. I'm done. I'm not doing it. And then eventually you gave in. This is like me. It's close.
I just had a really bad day financially. My car had broke and I had bailiffs at my door for council tax. And I just had one of them fuck it moments. I'm going to try, even if I earn 50 quid, I'll be happy. But obviously I had to put the £50 up front. So I borrowed that off my mum. So she's the only one that knew that I joined. In network marketing back in the day, you know, you could make a Facebook with any name. So my name on Facebook was a fake name. It was actually called Skinny Shakes. So that's what you did back in the day. And that was it really. Yeah, and then my journey just started. You know, my first customer, it took me about 2 weeks to get my first customer, and she was a premium capsules and a shake plan. And I literally squealed, because we called it a gold plan, like the top package.
Yeah, I know that feeling. If you got a customer that ordered more than one product with Juice Plus, you were like, oh my God, I am winning at life.
And I thought, that's it, I'm a network marketer now. That was me, my focus was on getting more customers, and they didn't come. It took me another 2 weeks to get another customer, and it was a berry blend or vineyard, as they were back in the day. It was just capsules, and I was like, oh. And then I felt really demotivated. And then I got my first wage, and it was £81. And I cried. I actually cried. I bawled, because it paid my car insurance. My car was my only luxury, if you like. Obviously it did everything else, got the kids to school, took me shopping and stuff, but it was my only thing that I had that was worth anything. So it paid for my car insurance, and then I really got a taste for it. And then my business just boomed. I ran with it. I added friends every day. I spoke to people every second of every day. I was glued to my phone because I wanted more. And then we hit NMD in 11 months, which was back then a record. And then we went EMD, I think it was 15 or 16 months. And then I got my biggest pay in Juice Plus, which was £30,000.
Mental.
And don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money. I'd never seen that amount of money, and I blew it. It went. You get
giddy with it, don't you? Like Sammy did with her, when I remember when she said that she got her first 17,000 from FM, and she was like, I looked at my account and I was like to the woman behind me, like, is that reading the same amount of zeros as what I'm reading? Because I don't believe that's what it says. Like, and I can't wait for that moment. Like, I've had tears already over like what I've earned with FM, like good and bad, but in the long scheme of things, I'm like, you know, short-term pain, long-term gain.
Exactly. I mean, it took us 15 or 16 months to get to EMD. To me, it felt like a lifetime, but when I look back, it wasn't. It was actually quite quick. But in that process, it felt hard, and it was worth it, of course, but it felt a struggle, and it was hard, and it was graft, and it was constant, but it paid off. So yeah, I didn't do anything with that money. Don't ask me what I done. I know I got a car out of it. But the rest I blew on holidays. I took my kids away abroad for the first time, and we had a good life. We just had a good time with it, and I'd never experienced that before. And I've always said, when you earn a certain amount of money, I always say in any company, they should have like financial advisors, because like for me, I'm a prime example. I've done nothing with my money apart from enjoy it.
I'm really bad with money, so yeah, I get that.
Don't get me wrong though, we had a really good time, and I don't regret it, but I kind of think, oh, I should have saved even just £5 grand. But yeah, and then my business was stable, and then I got really close to PMD. I think I was about, it weren't a lot, it's about 4,000 points, if you like. It was not a lot, and that really demotivated me, because I thought I had it in the bag and it just didn't go. And then we had the product launch and stuff, and then I just realized at the Omega launch, because that thing happened at the Ariana Grande concert, and we was literally a few doors down, and it made me realize that life can just change within a second. And I was honest with myself, and I thought, I just want to leave. I just felt really uncomfortable
bit of a light bulb moment, like I'm not happy in what I'm doing, like
yeah, I was just doing the motions, and it felt like a job in the end. It was just motions.
Yeah.
And my team weren't progressing as much as I'd like them to, and we all just felt a bit stuck. So I decided to leave. It was a very hasty decision, but I left, and I left for another company called Thrive. And that just exploded for me. We hit a team of 7,000 in 6 months. We were the fastest 200k team in the world. I picked up $100,000 bonus along with £12,000 a week wages, and it was just crazy, mad. But again, my team weren't progressing with me, and I felt really guilty that I got that high that quick and no one else was coming with me.
Did you get that sense of like you felt like you were kind of pulling everyone along with you, but them not kind of reaping the rewards from it, or maybe not matching your efforts to you?
It was a bit of both, I think. So obviously there's people that will join your business and they don't do what you do, and you think, you know, they whinge about them not having the great wages, but then they're not doing the effort or putting the work in that you would do. But overall, sorry, my dogs are barking.
Okay.
But it just felt really slow. It just felt slow for my team, and then I started to feel really guilty that they weren't. I felt happy, but I knew they wasn't, and then the guilt just took over. And I woke up one morning and closed my office.
It's so
Don't ask me why.
I love it.
Don't ask me why, because I don't know why. I was just having another one of them days where I thought, I can't do this.
You know when you go, if you're not happy with something, you know when you got what is right, and I feel like your gut has a lot to be said for, like you should always follow your instincts and things like that.
Yeah. And then, sorry, my dog's barking. Can you take them upstairs, please? Sorry, I've got puppies.
So I've locked my two away downstairs.
Yeah, they're going now. So yeah, I closed my office, and then the next day I was like, what have I done? What have I done? I've got no income. Like, what have I done? And then I got really depressed and really sad, and I actually went back to work in corporate world, and I quickly realised I did not like that world. Then I sort of bobbed about. Yes, then I sort of bobbed about with businesses. I did the Body Shop, I did Valentus, I tried Be Epic, and that was that. I said, right, I'm done. I'm just done with network marketing. It's my own fault. And then someone inboxed me randomly about FM World, and I was like, no, absolutely not, because I just assumed it was perfumes, just perfumes. And I said, no, I don't really wear perfume. I'm more of a like Lynx men's deodorant kind of person.
And get out of the car.
Yeah, I'm just very basic. I'm not into perfumes and stuff. But yeah, I think that took me about 4 weeks for her to persuade me about FM. And then that was it. I said to my upline at the time, because I've changed uplines now with Sammy.
Yeah.
But when I joined her, I said, look, this is my last attempt at network marketing, because after so long, I think I was just a bit frazzled with it all, and the mentality of it all. It just drained the life out of me.
Isn't it? Like it just,
yeah, and I lost my relationship over it as well. I lost my 7-year relationship from it, and I had to go and live back at my parents' house and in all this, and it was just a really strange time in my life. My kids were getting older, and I just felt really guilty. I had a bit of mum guilt as well, because network marketing is meant to give you time freedom, but I didn't have any time because I was just constantly on my phone. So when I joined Sammy in FM, I said to Sammy, look, I'll do it and I'm ready for it, but I want to do it slowly. I want to enjoy it. I want to take my time.
You want to make balance between normal life and being on your phone. Like I've only just started to find that balance now in this business, because at first, the first kind of month, like, I mean, you saw what I was like when I came to London. Like I was just poorly. I was knackered. But it's because I just pushed so hard. Like I just wanted everyone to do so well, and it is difficult to find that balance.
And that's my advice to anyone who's on here now. If you're new or you've been in network marketing for a long time, just take your time. It doesn't matter, if you take longer than others. It doesn't matter if you do it quicker than others. Just make sure you're enjoying it and taking your time and feeling every emotion that comes with promotions. If you hit a new target, just make sure you feel it and don't just skim past them milestones, because it will just go and you won't ever feel it again. Makes sense.
I cried at 15. I cried at 15 because I was so happy that I'd reached it, because I'd missed it in the February. And then I hit it in March, and I was so happy like the minute I hit it. And then obviously I completely ignored 18, could not have given a toss about 18. I was just on for it for 21. And I went past 18, got to 21, and 21, I absolutely sobbed. Like, I was sending the team voice notes in the chat. I was sending, obviously, in our leaders chat. I was like literally crying down the phone. Like, I'm going to have to stop it now because it just sounds ridiculous. And it was just so, like, such an amazing feeling. I just feel like I want everyone to feel like that, because there has been blood, sweat and tears from me since, and I'm sure you have as well. So I'm like, and obviously I'm only, month 4 in.
Yeah.
And it literally, like, it just feels so amazing when you do it. And I've had times where I'm like, oh my God, it's not like, I feel like I'm hitting a brick wall. Like, I feel like I'm letting the team down, and I'm still showing up with them, but you still feel like you're hitting that brick wall. And then all of a sudden your brick wall's gone and you're like, right, we're on it again.
Yeah. So with me, I'm very much a goal chaser. So if I hit 21% today for the first time, I'd want pole tomorrow.
Yeah.
I didn't rest. I did not quit. And I just didn't, like I said, I didn't feel anything. I just hit it right next. I didn't have time to process what I was doing. And it burnt me out. It really, really did. And I didn't enjoy it. But I'm enjoying it with FM because, like I said, I'm taking my time. I'm not in a rush. I don't care if anyone says I'm doing things slow. I'm not interested. As long as I'm happy, that is the main thing for me.
100%.
And for my team as well, because there's nothing worse than having an upline who's on it.
No, and you've got to have somebody that understands where you're at as well. Like, some people are in it for a little bit of money, some people are in it for the big goals, like, and everyone's at their own pace. Everyone's in it for different reasons.
100%.
So coming on to that, obviously, what was your biggest goal in this business? Like, when you joined FM, obviously you've had things in the past with like Juice Plus and stuff. Like, what was your biggest goal when you decided to do FM with Sammy and joined up for that very last time? What was your biggest goal?
My goal's still the same, and that is just to earn £1,000. I say just £1,000 a month. That is my goal.
Yeah.
No less, no more. I am comfortable and stable with £1,000 a month. That pays my bills, that pays my shopping, that pays everything, and I've got money left over for, if I want to treat the kids, just take them out.
Yeah.
I've done the big money, I've done the low money, I've done the having no money. So my goal was £1,000 a month, and I did that in my first month straight away. Okay. And I have ever since. I've never.
Like, I think that's what people forget as well. I think obviously it's easy to get wrapped up with, like, obviously, like, Shah's gone in and gone so quick, and it's so much money, and obviously you see like Sammy's paying, like Leanne Ramby's paying, you're like, oh my God, yeah, I want that. But it's very easy to get not misled, but kind of jump to that and be like, find yourself not grounded in regards to, right, where am I at now? What can I earn this month? What's my biggest earn this month? What can I get to? It doesn't have to be 5 figures in your first 6 months. That is
I agree.
That is a long-term goal.
Yeah.
This business is probably one of the only business that you can grow that quick in general. So whether you earn 5 figures now, or you do it in 7 or 8 months, or even a year, that's still a massive achievement.
100%. 100%. And I agree. And don't get me wrong, if we went golden tomorrow, I wouldn't sit there and go, oh no, I don't want it. I just want to take my time. And like I said, £1,000 minimum. I'm good. I'm happy. If nothing else comes from it, if nothing else grows with it, I'm happy. £1,000 a month is my goal.
Amazing. So next question. What's been the toughest challenge that you faced since coming back to FM?
I'm in it. It is. I am. My toughest challenge right now is now. I'm living it right this second. My granddad passed away a few weeks ago. I was his main carer, so it hit me like a ton of bricks. And then his funeral was yesterday, and I just can't seem to get back in it. I just can't seem to post. I just feel like I shouldn't be posting when my family are grieving and they're on my Facebook and stuff. So I am in my hardest part. Yeah. It shouldn't, because this is business, and anyone who knows you will know you as a person, how you feel about that situation and what's gone on. And obviously that was another reason why we changed the call for tonight, because you had his funeral yesterday, and obviously you've had so much going on. Like I said, I think that's why I was so like, oh my God, everyone needs to get on this call. I am in it. I'm in my
So-
little, I'm not in a funk or anything. I'm just, like I said, I just feel disrespectful, but I could hear my granddad, he'll be saying, just get on with it, girl. Just
Yeah,
go for it.
I think that's a lot of people's toughest challenge is just generally life. Like life is a huge challenge day to day. Like everyone has shit going on. Everyone's got different scenarios that they find tougher than others. Like everyone's situation is completely different. And I think,
Yeah.
sometimes you need to take that space and you need to have that headspace to get yourself back into it and find your vibe again and find your groove. And some people just kind of go through it and be like, right, just need to crack on and, just keep posting, keep consistent, like,
Yeah. So
fake it till you
it's
make
wi-
it kind of thing in some respect.
yeah, I mean, I'm quite open on my Facebook. Most of my audience know, as from my posts, that I was at my granddad's funeral yesterday. They know he's passed away. I'm quite open on my Facebook with my feelings and what I'm up to, really, if that makes sense. But my
I'm
customers
very much
kind of
the
knew.
same with that.
Yeah, so like one of my customers messaged me yesterday. She's like, I'm thinking of you today. And then underneath, she's like, I do want another fat killer though. But she was aware that I was busy.
Enjoy your day. I hope everything's okay, but I do need a fat killer when you've got a chance to put one through. I will have
Yeah.
one. I
And then
think
she
that's
just-
a big
and
thing about people coming back to
Yeah.
you though, because they see you as a person, and this is what I
Yeah.
always try and reiterate to the team, that showing you as a person, showing you with the product, showing what you use, what you love. Like it doesn't have to be you need to buy this because so and so's lost so much weight. It can be, you need to buy this because I'm getting on it and I'm going to try it. So do it with me.
Yeah. Yep.
People want to trust you. People want to see you. And I think that's why you get the return customers that you have, because people trust you then as a person. I'm very open about feelings and like me, and I share everything. Like, God, I've shared, you've seen the videos, like I've shared my boob, I've shared the head shave, I've,
Yeah.
oh my God, I tagged you in that to show you it. And then bloody hell, everyone started commenting like, oh,
Yeah.
God, here we go
Bumped
again.
it back up.
It just shows how that interaction bumps posts back
Yeah.
up. Like that was a post from last January, not this January, January
Yeah.
before. Like, and it just shows that interaction just bumps your post back up.
Yeah, but it's like my customers, most of them call me mate. Like
Yeah.
they wouldn't say, oh, hello, Samantha. They're all like, hi, mate. They all call me mate because I have such a good relationship with my customers.
Yeah.
Because I don't treat them like customers. I treat them like my friends.
Yeah.
I've met some of my best friends with customers. Yeah.
Would you
So,
say
yeah.
like that's a big key in regards to like your customers returning to you, that you have like a good kind of general chit chat with them, even if it's not about products, and just have built a relationship with them?
Yeah, so like I said, even if my customers are quiet, I will message them, say, and look on their Facebook, say, for example, they're at a wedding today, I'd message them saying, oh, I hope you have a lovely time at the wedding, whose is it? I'm quite
it doesn't have
nosy.
to be anything about products, does it? It doesn't have to be anything about
No.
this, just be general, like keeping
Yeah.
in touch with them.
I love talking, I love chatting, I love typing. Like I said, I'm always on my phone, but I do limit myself now, going back to what I was saying earlier.
To find that balance.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But yeah, I'll message my customers randomly and ask them how they are, what they're up to, what they've had for dinner.
Show me your plate. Rate my plate.
Yeah, I've met a few customers. We've arranged nights out. I've been to one of my customers' weddings. It's
Amazing.
yeah. I haven't got a lot of friends in my circle because I've moved areas and stuff like that, because stuff that went on.
Yeah.
So I'm very homely. I like to be in with my children, just cooking, baking, cleaning, whatever. So my sort of time away from the kids is on my phone, speaking to people on Facebook.
Even if you
sound right loner.
no, I get you. I like my own space. Like I think, like properly, I have like my best friend, and that's about it. I'm like, anyone else asks me to do it, and I'm like, I'll check my diary. I'll let you know.
That's me. I'm poorly that day.
me going to jungle every Tuesday is about as planned as I get now. That's with anyone else.
Yeah.
But so, what would be your top tips for recruitment?
My top tips. My first one would be, don't be disheartened when you can't recruit, because we all can't recruit some days.
Yeah, because I messaged you the other day, didn't I? And I was like, where am I going wrong? Like,
you're not.
I felt like I got to a bit of a brick wall again. I'm like, for fuck's sake, like it's not happening. Like, what am I doing?
No, it's not that. I haven't recruited this month at all. Not because I haven't tried. It's just because my heart's not in it at the moment. I haven't got the focus to bag someone, if that's the word you want to use. I haven't got that motivation to go and grab someone and bring them into the team and then train them. It's hard. It's really hard and time consuming. So until you're in the, in the right frame of mind to go and do that, don't worry. I always say that, don't worry if you can't recruit straight away, it will come and it will happen naturally. Just keep being persistent on your Facebook and they will naturally come. But I always say, and I said to you, customers are your best reps.
Like
I was a customer.
Yeah.
I was a customer, and now I've had a nearly 10-year journey in network marketing. And I started as a customer. The majority of my team were my customers, because they need extra cash, and that's as simple as it is. I'm not there bragging, not bragging. I'm not there saying, oh, I've earned this, I've earned that. Don't get me wrong, I have put a few posts up
we
saying
all
this is my
share
biggest
it.
grade.
Like, yeah.
100%. But I always put up posts, who could do with an extra £400 a month, because that's doable. That's realistic. If they want to go and earn £4,000 a month after, they can. But you need to get them in first, and getting them in first is starting small and being realistic with it. Yeah. But I always start with my customers. Like I said previously, I know my customers on a friendship level. So therefore I feel I can go and say to them, do you want to join my team?
Yeah, mate, what are you doing? Why aren't you in this business?
Yeah. Or I say to them, or my customers will come to me and say, mate, I'm skint. I need 50 quid by tomorrow. I'm like, put this post up, put this post up, put this post up. And they do it and they earn it. Some of them don't join the team, some of them do. But it's about building that intrigue with even just posting like the 10 accelerators and they earn 50 quid. That's intrigue to them. And then they sit and think, well, if I can sell that, what else can I do?
Yeah, and I think you said to me before about like the chicken list. So like I have messaged, you'll be proud of me today, I have messaged 3 people off my chicken list today. Not only have I messaged them, but I voice noted them.
Bravo.
So I started my grids, which I've gone about grids, like Shy goes on about grids, but I've never actually done one. Like I've never been bothered to do it, and it's ridiculous because I should do it. And the focus that it has given me today in doing that grid, and that I can physically see it written down and it's color coded and it's just easier, like it's simple. I look and I'm like, but that's how many people I've spoken to. And it does massively help. But everybody I have spoken to today, product or business, has been a voice note. And every single person has sent me a reply. Yep. Whether it's for new information, more information, or this or that, they have responded. Whereas normally when I send out a message,
they read it and ignore.
Don't bother. Yeah. Whereas a voice note is just more personal. You're immediately not a robot.
Yeah, so we have this thing in my team, because I don't know about you guys, but when I voice note, I tend to ramble on.
Yeah.
Or I make an error and I'm like, shit, what am I going to do? I've got to send it and I can't.
I'm like, oh my God, sorry, I can't even speak today, ignore me. But do you want to do it? I think it'd be great.
Yes. So we do this thing in our team. I will voice note Karen, who's in my team, and I'll voice note it as if I'm sending it to one of my customers. I'll listen to it back and then forward it to her.
Oh, you're very strategic. I will literally start in Starbucks like, hi, hon. So, I don't know if you've seen, but I think it'd be really great.
Yeah, no, you can just send them to someone else and then send them on, forward them on.
Brilliant. That is a really good idea because I'd not thought about doing that. So if anybody wants to send me a voice note to check that it sounds all right before they send it out, you're more than welcome. Flood my phone.
Send them for me, I don't mind either. Happily listen, take some tips.
Your key to an active team, Sam, like what motivates your team?
My team, if you went and asked my whole team what keeps them motivated and what keeps them active, they'd probably say not me, but because we're real, we are a team. We're not just talking about money, we're not just talking about products, we talk about life. We talk about life, and I'm interested in my team. I've got a team all over the world, and I'm genuinely interested in how they're feeling, or what they've had for dinner, or how their relationship is with their partner, because I can tell when my team are in moods, or I can tell they've had a bad day at home, and I'm genuinely interested. Are you okay? Speak to me. And I think having that bond as a team, I've never joined a team and had that. I've never had that with an upline. I've never had that connection, apart from Sammy's getting there because we're getting a bit close and because we talk, but I've never had it previously, and it's something really important to me because my team aren't numbers, they are people. And they joined me for a reason. They trusted me to join me, so why wouldn't I ask how they are? And I think I just think it helps with them being active, and if they're having a bad day, they'll come to me and say, I can't post today, and I'm not going to stand there and say, no, you have to post. I'm not a boss. I just talk to me first, get it off your chest, and then go back to work if you want to.
I like to think I'd like to think that I am quite like this with the team. Obviously, you guys can disagree if you want. I'm not going to be offended. Obviously,
They're all like that.
any judgments welcome, like, constructive criticism and all that. But I am very active in our group chat. I set incentive, I can't speak now. See, this is what I do on voice notes. So I set like a monthly incentive. We have a big incentive for the month, and then like every now and again I'll throw like a mini one in and be like, right, whoever does 300 points today can have a prize, like can have a gift for me, and we do that kind of thing. And that, I mean, who don't like receiving a little,
and you're making it fun.
Ooh. Yeah, and it, if it works, it works. And I like to think that, like, I always like receiving gifts from like Shah and stuff when I did Juice Plus and things. Like every now and again I get a little thing, like when I did 21 and I got my cookie, I went round next door and I was like, I had this thing for a puss. I was like, I don't know. Yeah. And then it came in this flat box and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I opened it, like giant cookie, and I was like, yes, Shah.
But things like that happen with recruitment as well, because they can see it's not a business, it's not a job, it's fun, and it's friendships, and it's it's real. Like,
I
so you
speak
got that
to some
from
of my
Charlotte.
team every day, and I've still never even met them.
Yeah,
I'll speak like all day, every day, throughout the day, like voice notes here and then. I think that's really important.
I do as well. I couldn't think of anything worse than having an upline who I do not speak to unless it's an emergency.
Yeah,
I could not think of anything worse.
That have joined, that have kind of maybe done it before, and they've been like, I've not had the support, I didn't really want to do it, I didn't, I've kind of got signed up and then got left, and I just couldn't think of anything worse. Like, why would I put all the effort into asking somebody and wanting somebody to be in my team to then just neglect them and do nothing? Like, if that person's happy, it's going to benefit everybody.
Yeah, and they work, and when you're happy in a business, you work differently.
Yeah.
So like go back to Juice Plus, I felt like it was a job, and I was just doing the motions, and I didn't enjoy it in the end. After 5 years.
I never put the effort into Juice Plus like I do with this. Never.
Yeah, so this, and I think that's the thing with FM, because we've got so many products. I've been here 3 years, and it's season, there's no, in Juice Plus come December it was dead, and I did that for 5 years, the busiest month of the year for me with my kids.
Yeah, I've made more money in the past 4 months with FM than I ever did with Juice Plus.
Yeah, and so you wait till October, November and December. You wait.
Cash.
It is the best months because everyone buys perfume for Christmas. Oh my God, it was insane. I hit Amaranth last April when the Tan Accelerator come back, and it just, wow. So all summer we have Tan Accelerator, and obviously we're getting new products and stuff like that now. Yeah, and then all winter it's all just perfumes, people getting ready for Christmas. There's never a quiet month, never.
Amazing.
There's slower months, don't get me wrong. There's just like no quiet ones.
Yeah, definitely. And I think because as a team, like Vibe just grew so quickly, and like came in like this bloody whirlwind that we all were, and like learning off it and just going with the flow of it, and like just smashing out this and this. Yeah, I kind of was like, I'd said to Sean, I was like, it's gonna come a month where we get like, oh shit, like what is going on? It's because we've gone so quick and we've had such a successful month straight away that there is always going to be a month that's a little bit quieter. You're not going to find every month. No business in the entire world has got a straight structure where they have gone like this. They all go up, they drop down, they come back up, they drop again. Like it happens. It's business. Like it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few girls in my team, obviously, that have seen all you girls come in, and they're like, how? And they actually got a bit deflated, not in a nasty or bitter way, but they're like, how are they doing it? And I was like, look, don't worry. They've come from a different company. That's different. They're not starting from day one with nothing, with no customers and only 300 friends on Facebook. They've come from established businesses. And I have said to them, look, they will, in a few months, it will just stabilize itself.
Yeah, 100%.
It's rocketed because it's new.
Yeah, if you've come from a network marketing background, it is a little bit easier because you've already got connections, you've already know people. Like obviously, like we've known of each other but never spoken and things, and obviously never met until like we went to London, and and it's mental that you know all these people but you don't speak to them, but you just know who they are. Like there's girls that are in this business that I've followed on Instagram for God knows how long, and then they were there in London, and I'm like, oh.
That's like me and Charlotte. I was in the same room as Charlotte in a Juice Plus event, and I didn't know who she was.
Yeah. It's mental. And then we joined your team, and just you've got an extra 600, 700 people in your team.
My max leg.
Honestly, I feel for you because I was having nightmares with my leg last month and I was like, oh my God, I can't even imagine what Sam's going through.
Yeah.
So to finish, Sam, what, if you don't mind, what has been, first of all, what's been your most humbling wage? And then what's been your biggest wage?
I think my first humbling wage was my very first promotion in Juice Plus. I think it was SDG back then.
Yeah.
And I think it was £350. I don't know if it still is. And that was the one that made me sit back and think, I can do this. I actually can do this, and I can change my life, and I can give my kids something better.
Yeah.
As I said, I was on benefits, and my biggest worry was that they were going to grow up and duplicate my life and have no. I'm going to sound really morbid here, but if I died tomorrow, they wouldn't have anything from me. They wouldn't have
left.
They wouldn't have all they'd have is probably debt. And they wouldn't have a mortgage. I wouldn't have a house to hand down to them, or an inheritance. And that really scared me. It really bothered me. So I think that was the first one that made me really sit back and think, wow, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go and earn thousands, because it was really what I wanted. So that was my first humbling wage, if you like.
Love it. Love it. And what about your biggest wage? Since you've been obviously back with FM now how long have you been with FM again now?
3 years, coming up to 3 years.
Okay,
so my biggest wage, I think it was around 3,500.
Amazing. It's just,
And
it's
I'm fine
a
with
nice
that.
number. It's a nice number. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us and jumping on. I really do appreciate it. I've been so excited about this since last week.
I feel like we've really talked really quickly now. I told you.
You know what though? It's 37, so we've done all right. I'm a bang on for time. I'm happy with those number of questions. I was like, is this going to be too much?
I'm blatantly going to come off as like, damn it.
Thank you so much, because I feel like you are exactly what we needed, just to get a bit more hype, but kind of, you need to feel it again, don't you? You need to, like you say, you're in a little bit of a rut at the minute with everything that's going on, and I think you just need to feel it again. Like, you just need to feel your reason why you joined, and like what you want from it. And this is obviously, I've only done Juice Plus, and this is the first time I've ever thought this is achievable. Like, this could be my life. This could give me the life that I want. This could give me the opportunity to be the single parent that I want to be, and create that life that I want, and have the nice car and have the nice house. And before in Juice Plus, I'm like, it's achievable. But now I'm like, it's gonna happen.
Good.
Like, it's gonna happen.
And that means you're in the right company.
Yeah, 100%.
Really,
I feel this so much more. Like, I love doing this every day. I set my alarm every morning to wake up and text the team in the morning, like, put the daily deals in. Like, I love it. And I love when they all do really well, and they text me like, I've got another sale, I've done this, might have a recruit, like, and they get so hyped about it, and I'm like, I love it. And that's what I want. I want a team that wants to celebrate. I want a team that wants to celebrate each other, and that's what it should be about.
I agree 100%.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much.
That's okay. Message me anytime.
Guys, thank you so much for joining, and I will speak to you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.